Hi, hello everyone. Now I want to explain about the introduction to graph data structure. Graph graph data structure. Graph data structures are the fundamental part of computer science, representing a allocation of nodes and edges. They are used to model real world situations and solve complex problems. There are types of graphs and their applications. There are three types of graphs are there: direct graphs and undirected graphs, weight graphs. First of all, I want to explain about directed graphs. Directed graphs have edges with a specific direction. They are used to represent relationships such as dependencies between tasks. Undirected graphs show symmetric relation between and are often used to represent communication networks or social connections. Weighted graphs are assigned to cost or value to each edge and are commonly used in optimizing problems and Route planning. Types of graphes are null graph, trivial graph, non-directed graph. First of all, I want to explain about null graph. Null graph is also known as the order zero graph. The term null graph refers to a graph which has empty edges set. In other words, a null graph has no edges and a null graph is present with only isolated vertices in the graph. Null graph only there are three circles ABC. There is no edges. Is known as null graph. Their trivial graph. A graph is called a trivial graph if it has only one vertex present in it. The trivial graph is the smallest possible graph that can be created with least number of edges. That is only one vertex only. Types of graphs. Just now I explained about that. Now later I want to explain about regular graph and complete graph. Regular graph. All graph vertices should have same degree. By the degree of vertices, we mean number of nodes associated with particular vertex. If all the graph if all the graph nodes have same degree value, then the graph is called regular graph. It means that A, B, C. There are three circles are there. In that three circles, there are three vertices are there. Is called regular graph. If in case it has four circles, it connected with four edges. This is known as regular graph. Now I want to explain about complete graph. Complete graph is said to be a complete graph if for all the vertices of a graph, three exceeds and degree every pair the vertices. In other words, we can say that all the vertices are connect to the rest of all vertices of the. It means that it the graph should be closed. In case we have four circles A, B, C, D with four vertices, four lines, it is enclosed in it. Later, I want to explain about common graph algorithms and their time complexities. First, breadth first search. Second one is depth first search. Third one is algorithm. First, I want to explain about breadth first search. Breadth first search is used to find the shortest path in an unweighted graph. It has only time complexity O of V plus E. Next, depth first search. Depth first search explores as far as possible along each branches before backtracking and has a time complexity of O into V plus E. Now, later I want to explain about the algorithm. The algorithm finds the shortest path between the nodes in a weighted graph and has a time complexity V into V plus E log V with the use of main priority queue. Now, I want to explain about the advanced graph algorithm and their use cases. There are three types of advanced graph algorithm: minimum scanning tree, graph transversal, network flow. First of all, I want to explain about minimum spanning tree. This algorithm finds the minimum spanning tree of a connected undirected graph with weighted edges, optimizing network designing. Graph transversal algorithm are essentially for analyzing network structures and are used in information retailer network analysis and more. Next, later I want to explain about the network flow. These algorithms are used to find the maximum flow in a network, optimizing the distribution of resources in transportation or communication networks. These are the types of graphs. Thank you.